I'm not a shopaholic. I'm stimulating the economy, okay? And guys, that is what I say every time I buy another tarot deck, right? Not all heroes wear capes, okay? Some of them wear red lipstick and makes YouTube videos on the daily, right? Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wiccan, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. Okay, so guys, today we are going to be talking about what your love story is going to be like with your future spouse. Okay, so if you want to find out all the super fun and naughty details, then definitely stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your piles today. Okay, friends? Hello guys, so here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have this amazing garlic powder so that, you know, we can keep the energy vampires away from us, right? So that's going to be group number 1. And then for group number 2, we have Morton's iodized salt. Guys, I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. But that's going to be group number 2, okay? And then for group number 3, we have ground cinnamon for all my feisty babes out there, okay? So, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And now I want you to go ahead and let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about how you're going to meet your future spouse, what your love story is going to be like, and whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes. And whichever pile your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one reading, then definitely check that out because you could have some extra messages within there. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hey group 1, so if you chose this garlic powder, then hey, hello, this is going to be your reading today, okay? So first of all, taking a look at the tarot cards over here, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands coming through to represent your energy the day that you meet your future spouse. Then we have the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles to represent your future spouse's energy the day that they first meet you as well. And then we have the World card coming through and the Judgment to represent what you are going to be doing, before you end up meeting your future spouse. And then we also have the Page of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles to represent what you are going to be doing the day that you meet your future spouse. Okay, so this side is what you're going to be doing before you meet them, like the days and months before. And this little handy dandy pile right here is representing what you're going to be doing the day of meeting your future spouse. Okay, you got that? And then we also have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Magician, and also the Emperor. And this is all representing just overall your love story with your future spouse and how you guys are going to fall in love and all of that amazing, beautiful, like extra details that we are all interested in, right? And then last but not least, we do have the Hermit card making an amazing appearance to represent your back of the deck energy. Okay, so first of all, going off of this Hermit card, this does represent Virgo energy. So you could be a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, or your spouse, your future spouse could even be a Virgo as well. But I think that since we are getting the Hermit card coming through and just looking at these other cards that are making an appearance, I'm getting the idea that before you meet your future spouse, I definitely think that you are going to be going on some type of solo journey. I think that you are going to be taking a time out from hanging out with other people, from going out and doing all these like different things, because you are realizing that you need to do some self-discovery. And I think that you are just giving yourself the time and the space to be on your own so that you don't have any of these like extraneous like outside things to distract you from truly learning the lessons that you need to learn, from truly like looking at the past and thinking about your future and who you want to be in the future. And I think that this is just really beautiful. So I do think that before you meet your future spouse, you are going to be having a lot of alone time, doing a lot of self-love, and just reflecting a lot on your past and on your present and where you want to be in the future, right? And I just love to see that energy coming through. But now focusing on what you're going to be doing before you meet your future spouse. Again, we get the World card coming through, and we also have the Judgment card, right? The Judgment card, this is all about the past, right? This talks about learning lessons from the past. So like I was saying, I think that there has to do with something from your past that you feel like you need to take an extra look at, that you feel like you need to be on your own to really focus on, so that you can let these things from the past go. And with the World card coming through, the World card, this talks about completion. This talks about letting go of something old in favor of something new. So I am getting the idea that for some of you guys, you could honestly be ending a relationship from the past, and maybe that is why you are spending a lot of time on your own, because you are ending said relationship, right? And since this is a very general reading, this relationship can represent many different things for all of you guys watching this. So for some of you guys, you could be ending a relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Maybe you are realizing that this person just isn't the one for you, or they are just not making you feel loved anymore. For others of you, this could represent that maybe you are ending a relationship with some of your friends. Maybe you feel like you guys are just not on the same path anymore, and that you guys don't have these common interests that maybe you had in the past. For others of you, this could represent that maybe you are letting go of your family members because maybe you feel as though you have been trying to live up to their expectations, and these expectations that they have for you is not the kind of life that you want to live. So you are letting them go in favor of being on your own and discovering who you are whenever you are not letting the shadow of your parents' expectations like weigh over you and loom over you, right? But I also want to say that for some of you guys, the World card, this also talks about achievement and fulfillment. So for others of you, you could be graduating from high school or from college. Maybe you are getting some type of promotion within your job, but that is also coming through as well. And then one final message, since we are getting quite a bit of Pentacle energy coming through, you could even be deciding that you want to quit your job because maybe you feel like that is just not the place that you feel most happy at, right? And you are deciding to let go of that job, leave it in the past so that you can do something different, do something that brings you joy and makes you happy. So I just love that for you guys. You are just definitely going to be learning so much, and you are going to be growing so much before you meet your future spouse and the days leading up to meeting them. And I just think that that is so amazing and incredible to see, because I think that you are going to be letting go of these people, letting go of these things and leaving it in the past, and you are doing a lot of growing and maturing so that you can be ready to meet your future spouse, so that you can be on the same level as your future spouse. And I feel like for some of you guys, you may be feeling a little bit nervous, you may be feeling a little bit insecure, a little bit scared, and having a lot of anxiety because you are just nervous about being on your own, and you're nervous about the things that are going to be happening after you let go of these people. But I think that you just need to take heart and know that you are going through these breakups, you are going through these endings, you are being placed in a position where you are on your own so that you can do all this reflection that you need to do, so that you can learn these lessons and be prepared and be ready to meet your future spouse, so that you guys can be at this same level. And I think that that is so gorgeous to see. So if you find yourself feeling a little bit scared, having a lot of doubts, doubting whether you should go out on your own or be on your own, just know that you're being placed in this position so that you can learn these lessons, right? But then going off of that, for the day that you meet your future spouse, we do get the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles coming through. And the Page of Cups, I love to see this cup coming through, okay? Because the Page of Cups, this talks about somebody who is like very sociable. This talks about somebody who is just going out, making new friends, making new connections, and just having a good time. So I'm getting the idea that whereas in the past, leading up to meeting your future spouse, you were kind of being like this lone wolf, you were spending a lot of time like on your own, doing your own thing. I think that on the day that you meet your future spouse, you are going to be getting out of your comfort zone and deciding that you are ready to go out and meet new people and to make new connections. And I think that that is really beautiful to see. And if you are wondering where you are going to be whenever you meet your future spouse, the Cups energy, this does represent like spirituality. This represents creativity. So for some of you guys, you could be deciding that you want to join like an art club, or join like a dance, like some dance lessons or something like that, like so that you can take dance classes, right? For others of you, going into that like spirituality vibes that we are getting here, you could be deciding that you want to go to a church, or you want to join a spiritual class or something like that, and that could possibly be how you end up meeting your person. But what is interesting is that with the Six of Pentacles coming through, the Six of Pentacles, this talks about giving and receiving, being in a place where you want to provide for other people, and also being in a place where you need help and assistance from others as well. Okay, so since this is a very general reading, there are two different things that you could be doing or being up to whenever you end up meeting your future spouse. You know what I mean? So one of these options can be that maybe you are deciding that you want to try to help other people and you want to be there for others. So maybe you are deciding that you want to go do something in regards to charity. Maybe you want to do some volunteer hours. You want to go work at a food bank or an animal shelter. Maybe you are deciding that you want to try to do some type of tutoring to help other people who are having a harder go of it within their classes, right? So you could be meeting your future spouse while you are deciding to let yourself go out and be more charismatic and be more sociable, but also simultaneously you are going out there so that you can help people as well. But for others of you, for that option number 2, you could honestly be the one that feels like you are in need of help or of assistance. So maybe you feel like you are not doing that good in your classes if you are in school or something like that. So maybe you are deciding that you want to go and get some tutoring lessons, and that is going to be how you meet your future spouse, because they could be that sexy, super fun teacher, right? That's going to be helping you, or like, you know, a tutor helping you, right? I think I said teacher. But that could be a message for some of you guys. Maybe your future spouse is going to be a teacher. Okay? Just saying. College level only. I'm not telling you to be with your high school teacher. Okay? If you're in college, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit better. Okay? But still, be careful. Be careful. Okay? But anyways, this could also represent that maybe you feel like there's a lot of things within your past that still need some resolving. And so maybe you are feeling as though you need to go out to some type of group counseling. Maybe you feel like you need some type of spiritual assistance. So you could be meeting your future spouse whenever you are doing some type of group therapy, whenever you are going to church, or something like that, right? But those two messages are strongly coming through, those two options. You could either be somebody that you feel like you want to help other people, or you could be somebody who you feel like you need help, okay? And I also want to say that since we do have that pentacle energy coming through, this could also represent a new job as well. So maybe, you know, you guys are going to be letting go of an old job, and maybe you are going in and interviewing at a new job, and you are hoping that this person will be generous enough to give you this new position, right? Maybe your future spouse is going to be the one hiring you. Okay, so that's really interesting too. But moving on, talking about your energy the day that you meet your future spouse, we do get the Queen of Pentacles coming through, and this usually does represent that earth energy. So you could definitely be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising. So I am talking about a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You don't have to be that sign. This could simply just represent, again, like the energy that you're going to be getting in whenever you do end up meeting your future spouse. And I love to see this woman coming through, because the Queen of Pentacles, it represents somebody who can literally do it all. This is somebody who is able to go out and work and make that bag. This also is somebody who can go home, take care of the house, take care of any chores that you need to do. And this just talks about somebody who is able to balance so many different things at one time. And I think that that is so incredible. And so I do think that you are going to be in this place where you are going to be feeling like you have to balance a whole lot of things. Like, I feel like whenever you meet your future spouse, the day that you meet them, you are going to be taking on a lot of different extra things, a lot of different extra responsibilities, especially since we are getting the Nine of Wands coming through. And the Nine of Wands, this talks about somebody who feels really exhausted. They feel like they are going through so much, like they have a lot of responsibilities being put on their plate, but this is somebody who is so resilient and who is just saying that, you know, they are not going to let anything get them down. And so I'm getting this idea that whenever you meet your future spouse, I think that you are going to be in this energy where you are being kind of a workaholic. I think that you are just going to be feeling like you have a lot of different things that you have to do and that you have to take on. But what is really beautiful is that I think that you are going to be being very confident. Even if you don't feel confident within yourself, I think that you are going to be exerting this like energy of confidence to other people. And I think that your person, your future spouse, is going to see you and see all this responsibility and weight that you are taking on, and they are going to be so impressed with the way that you are handling all of these extra things that you are taking on. And I do think that that is going to be something that really catches their eye and just makes them be like really attracted to you, right? So that is really cool to see. see. And then what I really love is that for your person's energy, the day that they meet you, we get the Queen of Cups coming through. This does represent that water energy. So your person, your future spouse, group 1, could be a water sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. They don't have to be. This could just represent their energy, right? But if they are a water sign, then their sign could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, okay? But whenever I see the Queen of Cups, this talks about somebody who is very, very nurturing. This talks about somebody who is so giving of their time. And so I think that that is really interesting because, like I was saying, I was feeling like there could be like one of two options where whenever you meet your person, you could be in a place where you are giving, or you could be in a place where you are receiving. And if you are somebody who you are in a position where you feel like you need some extra assistance, then I definitely think that this person is going to be more than ready to give you that extra needed assistance, because this talks about somebody who loves to be there for others. This talks about somebody who is so incredibly selfless and who just wants to help others as much as they can. And I think that that is so beautiful to see. And even if you are not in that place where you feel like you are in need of receiving, maybe you feel like you are going to be in that position where you are giving to this person and helping this person, I think that at the end of the day, this is just representing how whenever you meet your future spouse, even if they are the one that is in need, I think that even whenever you are trying to help them, this person is so helpful themselves and they want to be there for other people and for you, that even whenever they are in so much need and they need your help, they are still going to be offering their help and their assistance to you. And I think that that is really sweet to see. So like, take for instance, if you end up meeting this person at school, maybe you are going to be tutoring this person. While you are tutoring them, they could be asking you like, hey, you've been talking a lot. Are you getting parched at all? Do you need like a cup of water? They could be asking you like, hey, you're writing a lot, right? Do you want me to get a pencil sharpener so that I can sharpen that pencil for you, right? So I just think that that is really sweet to see. And then what we get for your second card is we have the Ten of Pentacles. And I love this because the Ten of Pentacles, this talks about family. This talks about support. This talks about just having a type of life where you have all the money that you need. You're very financially successful and you have like a family as well. So this is kind of representing like that white picket fence type of picture, right? And so for this to represent your person's energy, I just think that you are going to see your future spouse as somebody who would make a really good partner. I think that you see them as somebody who is very stable, and I just think that at the end of the day, your future spouse is somebody who is just so helpful. This is somebody who just wants to have a life where they are very financially successful. They want to provide for the person who they end up being with, and so I think that that is so incredible to see. But now, finally, moving on to just the love story in general and how you are going to meet your person and just fall in love, right? We have the Ten of Wands coming through, and I think that this is really interesting to see because the Ten of Wands, this talks about feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. This talks about somebody who just takes on so much extra responsibility. They take on so many like extra hours at work. They take on so many extra problems from their friends. They try to help other people so much to the point to where they feel like they're at a point of burnout, right? And so honestly, guys, this could represent how in the past you were trying to help people so much. Maybe you were trying to live up to your family members' expectations. Maybe you were trying to be the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend or they-them friend to the person who you were with in the past. But this could also represent how whenever you do end up meeting your future spouse, you are going to be taking on a lot of extra responsibility in regards to your work, in regards to your home life. I think that you are going to be just doing a lot of stuff whenever you end up meeting meeting this person. And we do get the Two of Swords energy coming through. And the Two of Swords, this talks about feeling very uncertain about something. This talks about having like a choice to make. And so I am getting this idea that even though you portray a sense of confidence to the on the outside, I feel like in the inside you are feeling a little insecure. You are feeling a little bit worried, and I think that this worry is coming from a number of different things. Like I said, I think that you are going to be going through this big transformation. You're going to be letting go of people from your past. You're going to be letting go of your family members and even like an old job and things like that. And so I think that that is going to be coming in to give you a little bit of anxiety, because now that you have let go of these people that are in your past, now that you are on your own, I think that you are going to be feeling a little bit insecure. You're going to be doubting yourself and thinking like, do I really have what it takes to do this on my own? And I think that you are going to be feeling a little bit insecure from that. But another message coming through is that I just think that you are going to be doubting yourself a little bit whenever it comes to your job, whenever it comes to your career, to your finances, to just your stability in all, right? I just think that whenever you meet your future spouse, you are just going to be feeling a little bit insecure, right? A little bit indecisive about where you are right now and where you see yourself going in the future. But what is so beautiful is that we literally get the Magician card coming through, and the Magician card, this is the card of unlimited potential. So I think that since your person, group 1, your future spouse is this Queen of Cups type of person, you know, this talks about somebody who is very motivating. This also talks about somebody who is very spiritual and wise, and this talks about somebody who gives really great advice. So I'm getting the idea here that I really think that you are going to become really good friends with your future spouse. Group 1, I think that you guys are not going to rush into a relationship. I think that things are going to happen very slowly and very organically. And I'm getting the idea that you are going to feel like you can trust this person and open up to them about your past and about the responsibilities and the insecurities that you are feeling. And I think that this person is going to make you feel so amazing. I think that they are going to motivate you and uplift you so much, and that is definitely going to go into why you fall in love with this person and why they just mean the world to you so much. And I just think that from the moment that you meet this person, they are really going to help you manifest exactly what you want for yourself, exactly what you want for your life. And I just think that that is so beautiful to see. I do want to mention that with the Magician card coming through, this does represent that Gemini energy as well. But for your final card, we do get the Emperor coming through, and this also represents that Aries energy as well. So that Aries energy could be coming through too. But what I find so beautiful is that with the Emperor, this talks about somebody who is literally like a king. They're an emperor. This is somebody who has built a nation, who is so powerful and who has the strength to govern over that nation as well. So I think that whenever you meet your person, they are going to motivate you and uplift you so much, and they are going to make you feel like this emperor. They are going to make you feel so confident within yourself, and I just think that they're going to make you so happy. But I do want to also add in that this Emperor energy can also represent that for some of you guys, this person could be some type of authority figure in your life. Like I was saying, they could be a tutor. Maybe they're a teacher for some of you guys. Maybe this person is just somebody who is like a manager or in like a higher position than you, like within your job, if you end up meeting this person within your career, right? For others of you, this could represent that, you know, if you are trying to go out to a spiritual class or to a church. Maybe this person is a pastor or a head counselor, like a head leader within the church, or going off of that counseling energy, maybe this person is going to be your counselor as well. So that is also coming through. And then finally, I do want to mention that with that Emperor energy coming through, this could also represent somebody who is a little bit like tight with their emotions, if that makes any sense. If the Emperor energy is representing you, this usually talks about somebody who has a harder time expressing their emotions and letting go of control. So I do think that for some of you guys, because you have had a lot of things in the past happen, because you have had to be dealt, because you had to deal with negative people, you could have a little bit of lingering control issues coming through. And so for some of you guys, it may take you some time to open up to your future spouse. But I do think that once you do open up to them, I think that everything is going to be like all apples and oranges from there on out, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards, okay? So we have the Attraction card coming through. We have Deception. Let go of control issues. What was I saying, guys? And we also have Engagement coming through as well. Okay, so first of all, guys, with this Deception card coming through, this deception can represent several different things. Maybe in the past, your significant other, the person who you could have broken up with before you met this person, maybe they were lying to you, maybe they betrayed you, maybe you had some friends or family members betray you as well. But I think that could have definitely come through to give you some type of control issues, which is another reason as to why you have decided to be on your own, because you feel like when you are on your own, there is nobody that can hurt you, right? Because you are not giving anybody that type of control over you. But this Deception card can also represent that maybe you are just going to be feeling very insecure, and you're going to be kind of like lying to yourself and telling yourself that you cannot achieve what you want to set out to achieve. And I just think that what is really interesting is that it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And in the Two of Swords, you can see right here that this woman is wearing a blindfold. And I'm just getting this idea that I think that before you meet your person, you are going to be looking at things from a certain viewpoint, and your viewpoint is going to be one where you are just not feeling very confident. It's going to be one where you feel a little bit more negative, not as optimistic. And I think that whenever you meet this person, I think that they are going to help you to attract so many more beautiful things within your life, as they encourage you to be more optimistic, as they encourage you to love yourself and to see yourself for the amazing person that you are. And as they help you do these things and see the just amazing person that you are, they are going to help you attract these amazing opportunities. They are going to help you become this amazing emperor. And I just think that whenever you meet them, your love life is especially going to ascend to a new level of engagement, to a new level of commitment. And this could definitely be somebody who you are literally going to be with forever, right? And what I mean by that is that whenever we talk about our future spouse, in this world today, there are so many people that get married and then they end up getting divorced like a few years down the line. But I think that for you guys, this is definitely the type of relationship, especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming through, that I really see you going the long haul. I really see you sticking it out and being in this lifelong commitment with one another. And I think that on the day that you guys take your vows with one another, you guys are going to be so serious, and you guys are just going to be so in love with each other. And the reason why you are going to have this amazing amount of love is because you guys were truly best friends first before you guys ended up dating. And I just love that for you guys. And then taking a look at your other cards, we have the chakra fairy coming through. We have air element, dandelions, and then we have trouble and trespassers coming through as well. Okay, so first of all, with trouble and trespassers, again, I'm getting that energy that you are going to be feeling like you have to put up boundaries between you and other people. You know, I think that with this Page of Cups energy coming through to represent your energy the day that you meet your future spouse and like what you're going to be doing the day that you meet them, I think that you putting yourself out there and trying to be more social is definitely going to be a harder feat for you. I think that that is going to take a lot of courage for you to get outside of your comfort zone, to get outside of your like woman or man cave that you've made for yourself as you were this hermit. It's going to take a lot for you to get out of this hermit mode and to get into a place where you are ready to talk to other people. And I think that when you meet this person, you are going to have your guard up. I think that you are going to be slightly defensive, especially with the Nine of Wands coming through, because this can sometimes represent somebody who is also very defensive as well. So you could have honestly just been very hurt in the past. Maybe somebody betrayed you, like I said. But I just think that at the end of the day, you are going to be putting up a lot of boundaries between you and this person and just with the world in general. But I do think that this person, they are just going to be somebody who helps you see the world from a different point of view, because the dandelions card, this is literally all about seeing things from a different perspective, and I love that for you guys because like I said, I think that you were seeing the world from a certain point of view, and I think that that point of view wasn't one of rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, right? But I think that this person is going to help you see the world from a different angle, and they are going to help you start to see hope and optimism and love and joy. And I just think that that is so beautiful to see. And what I love here is that this girl, I don't know if you can see this, but she has like some binoculars on right here. She has some goggles, right? And that kind of makes me think about having those rose-colored glasses, right? And I think that your person, this is just somebody who is so loving. This is somebody with this Queen of Cups energy coming through. They can just see the good in everything, and they can see the good in others, and they are going to help you see the good in yourself and see the good in the world. And eventually that is going to help you feel like you are comfortable enough and trusting enough of this person to open up and really talk about these things that you have gone through and just be truly authentic to this person. With the air element coming through, this card makes me think about communication. This makes me think about talking and debating, right? Which is basically all the same things. So I just think that this is going to be somebody who you just love to talk to. I think that you guys are going to be the type of couple that whenever you do start talking, I think that you are just going to end up like talking for hours, but it just feels like you were only talking for minutes, right? And I think that even after you guys have these long talks, you know, those long talks, those hours that you spend together are just going to feel like it is not enough. You are just always going to feel the urge and desire to be with this person and to talk to them and exchange your ideas. I also think that education could be very important for you guys as well. Maybe you guys are really into self-education. Maybe you guys like to talk about podcasts where you guys like to talk about history together. But I am getting the idea that you guys do have this like intellectual side to your relationship. And I think that you guys are just going to love to debate and talk about politics and the world. And this is just going to be the type of relationship where you guys are constantly growing and learning from each other and learning together. And then we also get the chakra fairy coming through. And I love to see this card because whenever I think of these chakras, I think about how sometimes, chakras are out of balance. And whenever things are out of balance, it's hard for you to be happy. It's hard for you to feel very confident within yourself and to feel like things are going the way that you want it to go. And I'm getting the idea again that whenever you meet this person, I think that you are going to be trying to take this active role and pursuit for trying to find this balance again. And I think that this person is going to be a leading figure who helps you find this balance and maintain this sense of balance. And excuse me guys, I just think that that is so incredible to see. Now, I do want to end this on just pulling. Excuse me guys, I'm so sorry. This coffee is making me very acidic. I am burping so much. I know that's not attractive and I'm sorry. But guys, that was a tangent. I do want to pull a couple cards just to finish this reading. This is some love advice. So can we get some final advice for group 1 and their future spouse spirit? May we get some final advice for their relationship? Okay, guys, we have 3 cards coming through. Wow, this is so beautiful. Guys, we have consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Okay, so I think that this is really incredible to see. So I'm just getting, again, the idea that whenever you meet this person, you are going to be going on this journey, or you have been going on this journey where you are really trying to uplift your roots and find a new place for you to grow and for you to live your life at, right? And what I mean by that is, again, you're gonna be uprooting yourself from these past relationships, from these jobs that weren't making you happy, and you are going to be going on this new journey. And I'm also getting this idea that whenever you do meet this person, I think that you still have some things from the past that you need to work on and that you need to resolve. And I think that Spirit is coming through to tell you to try to give yourself the time and the space to do this shadow work that you need to go through so that you can be ready to be in this relationship with them. Listen with your heart coming through. I think that this is talking about how you guys are, again, just going to have this amazing communication between you guys. And I think that Spirit is also trying to tell you to make sure that whenever you guys are communicating, whenever you guys are having this back and forth conversation, make sure that you are listening to your person with an open with open eyes and open ears, because I think that for a very long time, you saw things from a certain point of view. You saw things from a view of pessimism, from a view of negativity. And I think that Spirit is trying to challenge you and ask you to really allow yourself to listen to this person and hear what they have to say, because I do think that this person has some amazing advice if you are willing to hear them out, right? And then for your final card, we have treasure your loved ones coming through. And it says it is important to love others deeply. So at the end of the day, I just think that this is talking about how you need to try to treasure and live in the moment, right? And I think that Spirit is saying that in order for you to live in the moment, you have to be able to let go of these things from the past, because I think that for a lot of you guys, you are going to have a harder time really letting go of these control issues and really letting yourself be truly authentic to this person. And I think that that is definitely going to be something that holds you back for a while within this relationship. And if you allow these control issues to take root, then I do think that this is going to make the trajectory of this relationship, the pace of this relationship, be a lot slower than it could have been if you went into this relationship with an open heart and and an open mind. And I think that at the end of the day, with treasure your loved ones coming through, you know, I see these hands and they are holding a picture of a woman, right? And so I'm also getting the idea that physical touch could be very important for your relationship. And I think that Spirit is saying that make sure that you are always showing your person how much you love them and how much you treasure them, because I am getting the idea that physical touch is going to be your person's love language. I think that this is going to be somebody who loves to express their love by holding your hands, by hugging you, by kissing you, and make sure that you are also showing this person how much you love them, and that you also give them an equal exchange for the amount of love that they are giving you, right? Because I feel like if you allow yourself to be closed off, if you hold yourself back and you don't like hold your person's hand, you don't like just like put like a hair, like tuck a hair behind their ear, then I feel like they are going to be feeling like you don't really love them as much, right? So I think that that message is definitely coming through for some of you guys. Just make sure that you show this person how much you love them. If physical touch is not your thing, then by any means, I don't want you to feel like you have to do that, but I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you need to find some way of letting your person know how much you care about them and how much you love them, right? So yes, guys, just to end this reading, I do want to mention real quick the numbers that I'm seeing right here. We have the number 50 coming through, the number 1, and the number 10. Also, the 5 and the 0 here can reduce to a 5, right? And the 10 here can reduce to a 1. So the numbers 5 and 1 can also be very significant for you guys as well. So definitely keep an eye out for those numbers. And also, I just realized we had double like ones coming through, right? With the 1 right here and the 10, which reduces to a 1. But yes, okay, so keep an eye out for those numbers. Those could represent specific dates or times, something like that. But yes, guys, that is the end of your reading today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I shall see you next time, okay? Mwah. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, so if you chose this iodized salt, then hey, hello friends, this is going to be your reading today, okay? So guys, as you can tell, another day, another outfit, okay? So yesterday I was filming this video for you guys, and the first group's reading went a little longer than I expected, so your girl had to take a little bit of a break to refresh herself, to recollect herself, so that I can be here today to talk to you guys, group 2, and give you the best message ever, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your message today, okay? So we're going to be talking about the tarot cards that I pulled for you guys. First of all, so for the first cards that we received, we have the Page of Swords, and we also have the 5 of Swords, okay? So this is going to be representing what you are going to be doing before you end up meeting your future spouse, okay? And then we also have the Chariot and the Magician as well, and this is going to be representing what you are going to be doing the day that you meet your future spouse for the first time. And then, continuing on, sorry guys, I pulled a lot of cards, okay? This is going to be a thick reading for sure. It's going to be curvilicious, but we have the Four of Swords and the Emperor, and this is going to be representing like your overall energy and vibe on the day that you first meet your future spouse. And then we also have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords, representing your future spouse's energy and overall vibe whenever they meet you on the first day that you meet for the first time, okay? And then we also have the Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Death, and the Knight of Pentacles. And this, my dear folks, is actually representing like overall you and your future spouse's love story, how you are going to fall in love with them and all of that like good juicy stuff that you want to hear about. And then last but not least, the cherry on top of this amazing Sunday, we have the Seven of Pentacles to represent your back of the deck energy, okay? Now, just hopping into your reading, with the Seven of Pentacles coming through, first of all, guys, the Seven of Pentacles talks about career, it talks about financial endeavors, it talks about your school, okay? So I'm getting the idea that this side of things, your career, your schooling, all that stuff, it's going to be very important during the time that you meet your future spouse and the time leading up to whenever you meet your future spouse, right? So for some of you guys, you could honestly end up meeting your future spouse through your schooling at like a class or while you are pursuing your career or something like that, but this could definitely play a significant factor into how you end up meeting your future spouse, okay? And then I also just want to say that I think that you yourself, you are going to be very focused on some type of career, on some type of financial endeavor, and you are really going to be just getting into your boss babe energy as you go after that bag, okay? And now going off of that message, talking about what you are going to be doing before you meet your future spouse, we get the Five of Swords energy coming through, and this is very interesting because the Five of Swords, as you can tell, if you look at this card, it looks a little dark and gloomy, right? This man is like carrying a couple swords, and if you want to know what this card is about, let me explain it, okay, my dear pupils? But this card is all about disagreements. It's about cruelty, and it's sometimes even about like bullying, right? And so I'm getting the idea that you, my lovely folks, you are going to be having a lot of people go against you. Specifically, I think that you are going to have a lot of people going against you in regards to the certain career that you are going to be going after. I feel like you just have some really high dreams for yourself, and you are going to be having people in your life that are kind of jealous of that, or they're just kind of, for some reason, they are just upset that you are going after your dreams, right? And I feel like they are going to be telling you that you are not good enough, that you are never going to accomplish what you are setting out to accomplish, okay? And these people can represent many different people within your life. These could represent people within your family. These could represent like a past lover, somebody who you might be dating. This could represent your friends. This could even represent your competition as well. So maybe you are in school and you are focusing on a specific major. Maybe you are about to be like top in your class or something like that, right? But I feel like you're going to have other people that are feeling very jealous of you, that are also like pursuing that same thing, and they want to be top dog, and they are going to be, you know, talking about you, spreading around rumors, and they're just going to be bringing you down a lot, or they're going to try to bring you down. That's the key word here, try, because try as they might, we literally get the Page of Swords coming through, and the Page of Swords, this talks about somebody who is very certain about themselves and about what they want to do. This talks about somebody who, once they have their mindset, like, that is it, okay? And so I'm getting the idea here that you are going to let this negativity really motivate you to try even harder, because I feel like you see these haters, you see these people that are going against you, and you are like, no, watch me do something amazing, watch me prove you freaking wrong, okay? And I love that. And then I also want to talk more in depth about the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords, this could also represent doing something new. And I feel like in regards to what you could be doing new is that I feel like you are going to be trying to incorporate new things that can help you overall as you try to go out and achieve your career or the goal that you have set in mind. So for some of you guys, if you are trying to start up your own business, you know, maybe you are going out to like career workshops, maybe you are going out to like these types of motivational like business conferences and things like that, and I feel like you are trying to do these things so that you can try to connect with like-minded people, so that you can try to meet other people who are also doing the same thing or who have already done the things that you want to do. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the Page of Swords, this also talks about communication, this talks about connecting with other people. So I feel like you are going to be trying to go out of your way to meet other people so that they can try to help you attain these things that you want to attain. For others of you, this could simply talk about how maybe you are going to be trying to promote yourself online. Maybe you are going to be trying to start your own blog or start, like, make a LinkedIn profile for yourself so that you can get your name out there and the thing that you are trying to pursue out there, right? For others of you, if you are in college while you are watching this, or when you happen to meet your future spouse, or leading up to those days when you are going to meet your future spouse, you know, I feel like maybe this could simply represent that you are going to be joining clubs within your college that center around the thing that you are going after, right? So if you want to pursue a career in cosmetology, then maybe you are going to join like a beauty club or something like that. You know what I mean? But overall, I just think that you are really going to be trying to connect with others. You're really going to be trying to just go after this certain thing that you want to go after, and you are just gonna take, like, not gonna take no for an answer, okay? And now, I feel like I said that weird. Now, moving on, for the day that you meet your future spouse, I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you. I think that you are gonna be doing, like, about the same thing whenever you meet your future spouse that you were doing, like, leading up to your future spouse, okay? Because what I mean by that is that we get the Chariot card and we also have the Magician. Okay, the Magician card, this talks about manifesting things into existence. This talks about having a dream for yourself, setting that goal, and then going after it and knowing that you are absolutely capable and that you are more than talented enough to achieve that certain thing that you have set out to accomplish, right? And then the Chariot card, this talks about setting a goal for yourself and going after it again, right? This is a very active card. So I really think that you are just going to be doing your own thing. You are just going to be trying to go after this career, go after the certain goal that you have for yourself. And I think that it's going to be in the midst of this certain thing that you end up meeting your future spouse, okay? So I'm really getting the idea that maybe you end up meeting this person through this club that you decide to be in whenever you are in college. Maybe you meet this certain person like while you start a new internship or something like that. But going off of that like new internship idea here, with the Magician card coming through, sometimes this could even represent achieving something or accomplishing something. This talks about how, like, you're actually physically manifesting something into your life. So for some of you guys, you could end up meeting your future spouse whenever you have a significant accomplishment that is pertaining to this certain thing that you are going after here. So maybe like with that internship, example, maybe you have had your eye on a certain internship and you find out that you got accepted into it, right? Maybe you end up meeting this person on the day that you find out you got a new promotion within your job. But I think that you are going to be accomplishing something really big, and you're going to be feeling very proud and very just happy for yourself whenever you end up meeting this person, okay? But going off of that energy, talking about, you know, how you are going to be feeling and the overall vibe that you are going to be like, you know, emitting whenever you end up meeting your person this first time. We get the Four of Swords, and we also have the Emperor card coming through. Okay, so first of all, with the Emperor card, this really talks about being in your power, feeling very strong, feeling like a leader. So I definitely think that the day that you meet your future spouse, you are really going to be standing out. I think that people are really going to be taking notice of you because they are just feeling that powerful energy that you are putting off and that air of certainty that you just have around you. And I think that you are going to be like honey, and everybody else is going to be like bees, and they're all going to be like swarming around you, okay? And then I'm also getting this idea that with the Four of Swords coming through, now this is very interesting, okay? Because the Four of Swords, this talks about like taking a break. This talks about like relaxing and just, you know, getting some sleep, okay? Now what I'm taking from this is that, you know, whenever you go to sleep, obviously, you have to close your eyes. You know, you have to close your eyes to go to bed, okay? And I feel like, you know, whenever you close your eyes, you can't see anything, right? And so what I'm getting from this is I feel like your person, group one, they are going to try to come up to you and talk to you, but I honestly feel like you are not going to really acknowledge them or acknowledge their attention, if that makes any sense, because the reason why I'm saying that is for your person's energy, your future spouse's energy, we get the Queen of Cups coming through, and this just makes me think about how your person is going to offer you a cup, or in this case, I feel like they are going to try to come up to you and start talking to you. But what's interesting is that with the Eight of Swords, if you look at this, this woman just looks completely stuck. And so I feel like your person is going to be trying to talk to you, but for some reason, you're not really going to notice them or give them a lot of your attention or time. And I feel like this is going to make your person feel very uncertain of themselves, and they're not really going to know what to do next. And going off of that, this could also represent that if you end up meeting this person at a certain club related to the thing that you are pursuing, if you end up meeting this person at this internship or at like some type of meeting or conference related to the thing that you are going after, I feel like you are going to be wanting to talk about the thing that you are going after, right? You're going to be so focused on this goal that you have set out for yourself that you are not going to talk about, you are not going to want to talk about anything else except for this certain thing that you are going after, right? And I feel like your person, I think that whenever they first meet you, they are going to see you as this emperor, and they are just going to feel so attracted to you, and they just know that they really, really like you. It's honestly going to be like or lust at first sight. And I think that this person is going to come up to you, and instead of talking to you about this certain career that you are trying to go after, they're going to be trying to ask you personal questions so that they can get to know you. You know, maybe they'll be asking you like about your home life, or maybe they're going to ask you about like what you want to do, like what you like to do in your free time. And say, going off of that example of you wanting to be a cosmetologist, you know, maybe they ask you, hey, what do you like to do as a hobby whenever you're not like doing this? And you might say, oh, well, you know, I honestly really like to spend my money and buy a lot of palettes. And you may try to redirect the conversation from this personal topic by saying like, oh, what is your favorite type of palette? And does it work really well, or do a lot of your clientele really like that certain palette? Do you have any advice on certain palettes that other clients seem to really like, right? So I feel like they are really going to try to steer you into the direction of like those personal types of questions, but you are going to try to steer them out and focus on your job and talk about y'all's job, because you are not going to this conference, to this club, to try to make friends or to try to get a new like booth thing. You are just going to be so focused on trying to go after this job and manifest a certain thing that you want to manifest, that I'm getting the idea that you are not even going to be thinking about having a relationship. And I think that is going to be another reason as to why you are not really noticing this person or acknowledging them in the way that they want to be acknowledged, because you are just so single focused on going after your dreams and making them a reality. So I honestly feel like you are just not even going to notice them, but instantly they are going to notice you, right? And going off of that, talking about the cards that we are getting, like where it talks about your overall love story and how you guys are going to fall in love with each other. It's very interesting because we get the Knight of Cups coming through, and the Knight of Cups, this usually talks about somebody who is really quick to fall in love, to fall in lust, and this talks about somebody who is very romantic, very kind, very almost childlike in the way that they are so optimistic and so positive, right? And so I feel like your future spouse, I think that this is really representing their energy. And I do really quickly want to say, since this is the Knight of Cups and we also had the Queen of Cups representing your future spouse's energy, I really am getting the idea that your person could be a water sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about Pisces, Cancers, and my lovely Scorpio. So definitely keep an eye out for those signs. But I'm just getting the idea here that this person is going to be trying to offer you their cup, and they are really just going to be so into you. But I feel like, again, you are not really going to notice them. You are not really going to even be interested in them to that type of capacity, because you are not focused on that certain thing, right? You are focused on going after your big dreams, right? And you're not interested in finding your next big love, okay? But what is so beautiful is that we get the Hierophant card coming through. And whenever I think of the Hierophant, this talks about commitment. This talks about going the long haul and being very determined. So I feel like, honestly, your person, they are going to realize that you are somebody who they have to really put in the hard work so that you can notice them, okay? And I feel like your person, even though they are not really noticed by you the first time that you guys meet, I think that they're going to take that as a challenge. And they are so romantic and passionate and just positive that it's like they have this idea of you guys coming together, and they are so excited about that future with you that they are willing to go the long haul. They are willing to try to get to know you and connect to you as like a type of business partner, or as just a friend who can you know, just be there for you to give you advice while you guys are pursuing this career, while you are pursuing this career. And they're okay taking on that role so that eventually they can try to get you to fall in love with them, right? And I think that that is so sweet to see. And I do think that with the Death card coming through, this does talk about transformation. This talks about growth and change. So I think that over time you are going to start to really like this person. You are really going to start to see them as somebody who is not just an ally who can help you amongst while you follow this career path, but you are also going to see them as somebody who is very attractive themselves, and you are going to see them as somebody who could make a really great romantic interest. And I really think that for you, this is going to be something that is very unexpected. This is going to be something that you weren't going after, but that just kind of falls into your lap. And I think that one day you are just going to see this person as your friend, but as you start to get to know this person, you know, you're going to wake up and realize that you really do like this person and that you are really interested in them. And I think that that's really sweet because it's going to be a really big surprise to you, right? I just love that. I think it's so sweet. It's going to be just kind of like you wake up one day, you see this person, and you're like, oh, like, I really like this person. Like, this is a really cool person. I really like them, right? And so I think that that is really sweet. And what is so gorgeous is that we get the Knight of Pentacles coming through. Again, Pentacles represents your career. It represents your schooling. So I really think that for a lot of you guys, you are definitely going to meet this person at this certain job, like at a certain job, or while you are pursuing this certain career choice, or while you are at your college, right? But I think that, again, like, Pentacle energy, this talks about very slow moving energy. Okay, so I really think that, again, this relationship is not going to happen like in a blink of an eye. It's not going to happen right away. This is going to be like a long thing coming. This is really going to be the type of relationship where you truly become friends and confidants first, and then slowly but surely you start to fall in love with this person. But I do think that this is something, like, this love, the slow moving energy is more so going on your side, because I think that on your person's side, like, they were interested in you from the get-go. They liked you so much. They thought you were so attractive, and this is just the type of person who they were willing to go the long haul to show you that you can love them just as much as they love and adore you, right? And I think that at the end of the day, with this Queen of Cups energy coming through, this Queen of Cups, this talks about somebody who is very helpful. This talks about somebody who is there for people and who wants to just give people advice and listen to what other people have to say so that they can help them out. So I feel like this person, I think that in order for them to try to become a part of your life, I think that they are going to tell you, like, hey, you know, I am doing the same thing as you, or I am trying to, or I have already accomplished the thing that you are trying to accomplish. You know, if you ever need any help, if you ever need any advice, come to me and I can help you. And I think that because they are saying these things, you are going to take them up on this offer, and you are going to end up getting to know this person and starting to trust this person because of the fact that they are going to be somebody who is just wanting to help you, right? And then over time, you're going to start to fall in love with them. And I just love that for you guys. That is so freaking cute. So I'm going to go ahead and take a drink of this water because I'm talking so much. And then we're going to take a look at your oracle cards, okay? So just give me uno momento. Okay, guys. So talking about the first oracle cards that we received, we have Home Sweet Home coming through. We also have Wishing You Health. We have Forget Me Not. And we also have Summer Dragon. Okay, so first of all, guys, with this Summer Dragon card coming through, you could definitely be meeting your person during the summertime, or maybe this is going to be the type of season that you are in whenever you start to realize that you really love this person and that you really adore them. So that could be a sign for you guys for sure. For others of you, I think that, you know, going off of this card and taking a look at this card, guys, I feel like this almost fell out of my hand and landed in my candle, and that would have been terrible. But guys, okay, talking about Forget Me Not, I think that this is really sweet to see. I freaking love this because, again, like I was saying, I feel like the first time that you meet this person, they are gonna feel like they weren't even a blip on your radar. They're going to feel like, you know, you guys met and you didn't see them at all, and like after you guys left, I feel like they felt as though you forgot about them instantly, right? But I feel like with this Forget Me Not card coming through, I just think that your person is going to come to the idea and to the conclusion that, yeah, maybe they weren't that memorable the first time that you guys met, but they are going to go after you, and they are going to slowly but surely make you see them as somebody who is very memorable, and they're just going to be so determined to woo you, to try to make you like them and fall head over heels in love with them. And I just love that. Like, guys, I think that that is so sweet. Like, this person is just so certain about you. Like, they like you so much, and I just think that that is so amazing. Like that is so adorable. We all want that. So, guys, like, you are so freaking lucky. This person is such a freaking catch. Okay, I love it. And then with wishing you health, I think that this is so interesting to see, because I think that this further collaborates the Queen of Cups card, because like I said, the Queen of Cups is all about somebody who is a helper. It's somebody who wants to be there for other people. And with the wishing you health card, I'm getting the idea that your person is just constantly going to be somebody who wants to help you, who wants to be there for you, and to give you advice and give you any type of extra love or encouragement that you need at these moments within your life. And so I feel like this is just going to be somebody who is always like texting you, always reaching out to you and trying to help you along your way. And I think that that is so sweet to see, and I think that that is going to be something that you really love and adore about this person, and that is definitely going to be something that contributes to you like falling in love with this person, right? Because I think that you do start to see this person as somebody who is very reliable, as somebody who is just such a caring and kind soul, and I think that you are really going to love that about this person for sure. And then with home sweet, I feel like I said that weird, but with home sweet home, I'm just getting the idea that in time, this is going to be somebody who you see as your home, and you are just going to fall head over heels in love with this person. And I think that this is just going to become somebody who you truly want to live your life with and make a home with as well. So I love that for you guys. So now, taking a look at your other oracle cards, we have Worth Waiting For coming through, which I just love to see. We have Codependency coming through. We also have Healing Family Issues, and then we have Children, okay? So first of all, excuse me guys, talking about this codependency card, I really am getting the idea that you are going to have a lot of addictions within your life, but I feel like this addiction is more so talking about like the way that you are such a workaholic, and I'm getting the idea that you are just going to be so focused on your job, so focused on trying to attain your goals, that you are not really going to be trying to pay any mind or attention to trying to start a relationship. And I do think that because you are so focused on your job and on your career and on your schooling, that is playing a big factor into you like not being able to focus your time on anything else. And I do think that that is something that could be causing you some health problems. You know, maybe you are so focused on trying to work extra hours and study, have all these study sessions, that you are not getting enough sleep, you're not getting enough rest. And I just think that that amazing work ethic that you have is slowly going to start trickling down into your daily life, and it's going to infringe on other things within your life as well. Sorry guys, my camera stopped for a second, but what's very interesting is that with Healing Family Issues coming through, I'm kind of getting the idea that since we did have the Five of Swords card coming through, like I said, that is the card of feuding. It's the card of people kind of just being rude to you and not being very kind. Guys, I'm sorry. I think I have something stuck in my tooth. Okay, I think that was a stitch. Guys, I honestly just got my wisdom teeth taken out like a few weeks ago, and they're still bothering me a little bit. But okay, guys, moving on. Like I was saying, I think that with the Healing Family Issues card coming through, with it going alongside the Five of Swords, I just think that there is something, like some pain that is still lingering from your past, and this could be pain related to your family members. Like maybe your family members are just not very supportive of you and your dreams. Maybe your family members have like different expectations for you. Maybe, oh, sorry guys, but maybe they want you to focus on a different job, and they're just telling you like, oh, you're never going to be able to accomplish this dream. You're never going to be successful in this. You know, family can also represent many things. Like I said, maybe you just had some friends who weren't very nice to you, who were bullying you. Maybe you had an old partner, an old lover who was not very nice to you at all and who was talking very down on you. So I feel like you have come from a lot of toxic situations within your past, and I think that that has caused you to be very hesitant about starting new like emotional connections and starting new relationships. It's caused caused you to really close yourself off to making new relationships, making new connections on an emotional level. And I think that that is playing a big role into why you are so steadfast and focused on your career, because I feel like you feel as though like your career is something that can't hurt you. It's something that you can completely control, but other people, like, you can't control other people. And if you get into a new relationship, if you make new friends, you can't control them, and those people can hurt you. Those people can make you feel bad about yourself and really just have a strong sense of control over your emotions, right? And so I feel like that has played a significant role into playing into the fact that you are not focusing on trying to create any new connections, and to why you are so, like, just not about trying to have a romantic connection, right? And I think that that is going to play a role into why it takes so long for you to open up to this person and to decide to be in a new relationship with them. Sorry again. But what I think is so beautiful is that we get the children card coming through. So for some of you guys, you could have children yourself. That could be playing a role into, again, why you are so slow and hesitant about starting a new connection, because maybe you are also taking your children into consideration as well. But that could just resonate for just a few of you. I'm more so getting the idea that with children, whenever I think of children, I think of, these cute little beings that are always so optimistic about life and about the world. These are people who, they are so young, so they have not been hurt, and the world is still a big, huge mystery and adventure to them. And this just makes me think about how these people are able to see the magic and the love and the excitement in the world that, as we grow up and become adults, we can't really see anymore. And so I think that with the Knight of Cups energy coming through, I feel as though your future spouse, group 1, this is somebody who has that childlike optimism. This is somebody who is so hopeful and who hasn't grown out of seeing magic in the world, right? And I just think that with this summer dragon coming through, I think that as you get to know this person, as you start to talk to them and just hear what they have to say, I think that you are slowly but surely going to start to also see the world with a more hopeful outlook. And I think that this person is just going to cause you to kind of relax a bit and to kind of just allow yourself to take breaks from your job and from your goals. Not to completely abandon your goals, but to just be able to let your hair down and have a good time. And I think that that is really, really gorgeous to see. And I love that for you guys, because I do think that you are such a serious person. I think that you are all about your dreams. You are all work and no play. But I think that this person is somebody who is going to help you play more, and they're going to help you have fun. And I love that. And then at the end of the day, with the Worth Waiting For card, like, this is just your reading in a nutshell. I think that it's going to take a long time for you to fall in love with this person, and this person realizes that, but they see you as somebody who is so worth it. They see you as somebody who is this freaking emperor. You are just such a amazing person in their eyes, and they are willing to go the long haul so that you can also see them as somebody who is amazing in your eyes as well. And now for your final cards, we have Look to Your Inner Strength coming through. This says you are stronger than you realize. And we also have Honesty is Essential. Speak with love and truth. So I think that this is very interesting to see, because if you look at this person is wearing a mask. And I'm getting the idea that you are somebody, again, you have a lot of baggage from your past. You have a lot of people who disappointed you and who were cruel to you. And I feel like because you had that pain, because you had those early set traumas within your life. I think that you are somebody who you put up a lot of boundaries between yourself and new people within your life. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say that it is okay for you to take off that mask and to be authentic and honest with somebody. And I think that as you allow yourself to be honest with the people around you, and especially with this certain person, I think that that is truly going to help you feel more loved. It's going to help you feel more free, and it really is going to help you let go of the past. And it's also going to help you welcome in this new and exciting future with this person and with the life that you guys can build together. And I think that if you have the courage to let your guard down, then that will especially play a big role in helping you guys like speed up your love story, okay? So think of that. And then with the look to your inner strength, I love this. I really, really, really love this because I honestly am just getting the idea that Spirit wants you to know that sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is to let down your guard and to let other people in, right? And I just think that overall, your biggest mission in life, one of the biggest missions in your life, is for you to have the courage again to take off this mask and to be truly authentic with yourself and be authentic with other people. And I feel like as you realize that you are strong enough to become vulnerable and that your vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength, I think that you are going to allow yourself to really fall in love and welcome in your future spouse. And I just think that that is so amazing to see. So yes, guys, I do want to mention here real quickly that we do have the number 11 coming through, and we also have the number 38. And I think that it's really interesting because if you add the 3 and the 8 together, that equals 11. So 11 could be a very important number for you and this person. Maybe you might be seeing the number 11 whenever you end up meeting this person. Maybe the number 11 is going to be an important month or date for you guys, or an important time. But also, keep in mind that the number 38 could be very significant for you guys as well. But yes, guys, that is what I am seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hey group 3, so if you chose the spicy and feisty ground cinnamon, then hey, hello friends, this is going to be your reading today. So, as you can tell, another day, another outfit. Okay, so guys, yesterday I ended up filming some very long readings for group 1, and I started doing group 2, but guys, at that point I just felt very drained, and I ended up having to take a minute to recollect myself and recharge so that I can talk to you guys today and give you the best freaking message possible. Okay, so here I am now, and let's go ahead and get into your freaking awesome reading today. Okay, friends, so first of all, talking about the cards that we received, we have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups coming through to represent what you are going to be doing before you end up meeting your future spouse. And then we also have the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Wands, and this represents what you are going to be doing the day of meeting your future spouse, okay? And then moving on, we have the High Priestess and the World card to represent like your overall energy, your vibes that you're going to be giving off the day that you end up meeting your super sexy and fun honey. Okay, and then we also get the Emperor and the Chariot to represent your future spouse's energy and vibe. And we also have the Hierophant, Five of Cups, the Page of Cups, and also the Three of Swords. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I had asked Spirit to give me like no reversals, but I had received the Three of Swords in reverse, and I feel like with the other cards that are being presented here, I just feel called to take it as reverse. So guys, the Three of Swords is in reverse, okay? And then for the back of the deck, oh, guys, I'm sorry. These four cards are supposed to represent your overall love story. So all those feisty, fine, and amazing details that you want to hear about, it's going to be right here. Okay, and then for the overall energy and just the cherry on top, for the back of the deck card, we received the Two of Cups, which, guys, we love to see, okay? So I am going to go ahead and start talking about this, but I do want to say that I had pulled an extra 2 cards for you guys for clarification, and we are going to be talking about those 2 cards later. But like I said, jumping back into this amazing card right here, for the back of the deck energy, we had received the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, guys, this is the card of soulmates. This is literally the card of amazing, like, connections. This is the card of meeting the person who you are meant to spend the rest of your life with. And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, whenever you meet your person, they are just going to feel like they are your missing puzzle piece, okay? This person is going to feel like just the person who you were fated to be with. And guys, whether you are watching this video and you are a believer in fate or not, I feel like even if you didn't believe in fate leading up to meeting this person, I think that once you do get to know them, you are going to feel like everything in your life was meant to happen so that it could lead you to this person. And I just think that that is going to be such a beautiful thing, and I'm so excited for you guys. So moving on, talking about what is going to be happening within your life before you meet your future spouse, we do get the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups coming through. And guys, if I am being like 100% real with you, these are not the most fun cards to receive, okay? Because these cards are all about pain and endings and having to walk away from things that you didn't necessarily want to walk away from. Okay, so I really think that you are going to be experiencing some type of ending within your life, and this is an ending that you never wanted to go through. Because the 8 of Cups, this talks about you coming to the conclusion that it is time for you to leave something, and you are the one that is physically disconnecting from this certain thing. And this also talks about not being happy about having to leave this thing. This talks about leaving and having a lot of regrets, having a lot of baggage and unhappiness weighing you down. So this thing that is going to be ending within your life could represent so many different things, since this is a very general reading, right? But just to name some examples, for some of you guys, this could talk about how you may be breaking up with a partner. You may be breaking up like with your friends as well. Maybe you just feel like you guys are no longer at the same level and that you are just not in the same place and energy that your friends are in. Maybe this is an ending within your job. Maybe this job is just not bringing you any type of joy or contentment anymore, and you're realizing that now is the time for you to let that go. And I honestly feel like for a lot of you guys, the reason why you're going to have so much regret, the reason why you're going to be so unhappy about having to let go of this thing, is because I feel like you are somebody who, once you devote your time and energy to something, you are somebody who is so committed. You are somebody who has so much follow through, and I think that this is going to be something that you have committed a lot of time to. You know, if this is a relationship, I think that you have been with this person for a very long time, and I just think that this is going to be something that you are so unhappy to let go of because of all that time that you spent providing your energy and providing your love and all of your time and focus on, and it's just going to feel like such a failure for you to have to let go of this thing and start something new, right? And I do want to mention here, since I see the Eight of Cups, and this does make me think about physically leaving something, for some of you guys, this ending could represent that maybe you could be like physically moving from a place where you could have been living at. So maybe for some of you guys, this ending could represent that you are just not making as much money as you used to make, or something happens and you end up having to leave your house or leave the place where you are staying at, and this is something that you didn't want to have to go through. But at the end of the day, I just think that you are going to be presented with this new life and with this new independence, and you are not going to be exactly happy about this independence, because this is something that you never imagined for yourself, and you are walking into new territory. And sometimes whenever you walk into this new territory, the unknown is frightening, it's fearful, it's scary, and I think that this is going to be something that leaves you feeling very anxious, and it gives you a lot of worry, right? But going off of that, talking about the day that you meet your person, guys, I am so happy for you, because I feel like you are going to be feeling very happy whenever or on the day that you meet your future spouse. So I do want you to know that this pain that you are going to be experiencing, this pain that you are going to be having to go through, I think that this is going to be something that is not forever. It's not permanent. It is temporary. Guys, I want you to think about an ocean, okay? And I want you to compare that ocean to life. You know, there are always going to be ups and downs that we experience, and I just want you to realize that the downs that we go through, you know, they are not permanent, but this is something that we are meant to go through, because how can we ever be appreciative of the ups, of the highs in our life, if we don't experience these downs and these lows, right? And so I feel like whenever you do go through these low points within your life, it's going to make you so much more appreciative and just more like thankful and grateful for the positive times that you are going to experience as well. And I do want you to take heart and know that I feel like these things that you are going through, you were meant to go through. I feel like the universe was conspiring against you so that you can meet this person, you know, because with the Two of Cups, this talks about fate, baby. So you were fated to meet this person, and I feel like you wouldn't have met this person if you would have stayed in that certain place that you were in before, right? And now, going into this message though, sorry guys, I'm getting on such a tangent, but you know, talking about the day that you meet your future spouse, we get the Queen of Swords and we have the Four of Wands. And guys, the Four of Wands, this is literally the card of happiness. This is the card of celebration. This is a card of just feeling so excited and having so many things to be celebratory about, okay? But this is also the card of family and of friends as well. So I feel like for some of you guys, you could be attending some type of party, some type of wedding, some type of celebration here, and that could be where you end up meeting this certain person, meeting your future honey, right? For others of you, this could represent that maybe you are going back home and you could be meeting this person while you are home, okay? But For others of you, this could even represent that maybe you are going to be going home, like I said, or maybe you have like people in your life that feel like they are home. Maybe you have some friends that you have some special connections with, and maybe you are going to meet this person through a friend as well, but that is also coming through. But I just think that overall, whenever you end up meeting this person, the day of your first meeting, you are just going to be feeling very happy. You are going to be feeling very whole, and things are just going to be like on such a positive note for you, right? So with the Queen of Swords energy coming through, this literally talks about somebody who is so confident. This talks about somebody who is very independent and who is just freaking awesome. Okay, so I feel like you are going to be getting into this energy of this Queen of Swords type of person. I feel like this independence and this confidence is coming from the fact that you had the courage to walk away from these certain things in the past. And I think that as you were brave enough to be on your own and to experience this new way of living by yourself, I think that that in itself gave you a lot of love for yourself. It gave you a lot of confidence. And I think that after having the confidence and the bravery to let go of this certain thing, you have really challenged yourself to grow and to transform and to evolve into somebody who is so amazing and incredible. And I do think that that is going to be one of the main things that really attracts your future spouse to you in the first place. But going off of that, we also have the High Priestess and the World card, which is talking about like your overall energy. And I do want to say that with the World card coming through, this sometimes talks about fulfillment and ending an old chapter to start something new. And so I do want to say that for some of you guys, you could be feeling very fulfilled. Maybe you are going to be achieving something within your life. So for some of you, this could resonate for you, like representing how you may be graduating from college on the day that you end up meeting your person, and maybe you're going to be having like a graduation party, and that is how you end up meeting this person, right? For others of you, maybe you are going to be celebrating a promotion that you got, and you could be going back home, spending time with your family, celebrating this promotion. You meet this person there, or maybe you're even just going to be going with a group of your friends out partying as you just feel very accomplished, as you feel very excited, and that is going to be where you end up running across this sexy new boo thing, okay? But what is also coming through is that this is truly the card of transformation, and to see the snake that is wrapped around this egg, this makes me think about rebirth. This makes me think about shedding some old skin and becoming somebody new. So again, I just think that you are going to be feeling so powerful and so confident within yourself. And to get the High Priestess card coming through, the High Priestess, it's all about like learning so much. It's about having this deeper knowledge and like discovering the mysteries to the universe and to life. And I just feel like you are going to be feeling very just confident in yourself because of the fact that you feel as though you were meant to go through these past experiences so that it could lead you to where you are now. And I'm also getting the idea that since this is talking about your overall vibe, I think that you are going to be somebody who, with this Queen of Swords, is very great at communicating. You're going to be somebody who, whenever you talk, like, everything that comes out of your mouth is worthwhile, and you definitely like get people's attention and people hang on to your every word. But I'm also getting the idea that there is going to be like this mysterious nature about you, and there is going to be this like quiet energy emanating from you as well, because whenever I see the High Priestess, this kind of talks about somebody who is quite mysterious, who is more to themselves. And so I am getting the idea that your person is going to see you as someone who is somewhat of a mystery. I think that they are going to see you as somebody who is very quiet, but who is also very, very interesting and intriguing. And I just think that this person is going to be so interested in unwrapping the gift that is you and just finding out who you are. And I do want to say that the High Priestess is and does talk about spirituality. So your spirituality might be very important to you, and that may play a part in you meeting this person or in you gaining this confidence as well. So for some of you guys, maybe you are deciding to take up some new form of religion. Maybe you are deciding to join some type of spiritual club. You could be getting into tarot or doing something like that, but I definitely think that you are going to be unlocking a new side to yourself, and I think that that could definitely play a big role into you and your person's relationship and into how you might meet as well, okay? But what is very interesting is that for your person's energy, we get the Emperor card coming through, and we also have the Chariot. And the Chariot card, this is the type of chart, I said chart. I combined the Chariot and card together and I got charred. But guys, this card is a very active card, and with it being paired with the Emperor, who does represent like that Aries type of energy, that hard hitting energy, I'm really getting the idea that your future spouse is going to be very intent on talking to you and on getting to know you. I feel like your person is the type of person who, once they like set their sights on somebody, you know, they're like a hunter, like hunting in the wild, right? And feel like you are going to be their prey, and they are going to stop at nothing to catch your attention, to catch your eye, and I think that that is really cool to see. They are definitely going to be so into you. They are going to be so attracted to you, and I think that you are also going to see this person as somebody who is very confident as well. I think that you are going to see this person as somebody who is very successful too, because the Emperor card, this talks about somebody who has like a kingdom to maintain, and so I feel like your future spouse, whenever you meet them, they are going to be very accomplished. You know, this could be somebody who is a little bit older than you. For some of you guys, there could be an age gap between you guys, but if that is not the case, then this could just represent that they are and seem to be like somebody who is very wise and who is very experienced as well. And so I feel like you are going to see this person as somebody who is, again, very successful and who is going to amount to so much within their life, and that could be something that is very attractive to you as well. Does that make sense? But going off of that energy, to talk about your actual like love story, how you are going to fall in love with this person, I find it so beautiful because we get the Hierophant coming through, and the Hierophant talks about spirituality. It talks about commitment. It also talks about education and learning as well. So for some of you guys, you could honestly be meeting this person through something to do with school. For some of you guys, that could just relate to the fact that you are graduating from college, or maybe you even graduated from your high school, and that's gonna end up leading you to this person, right? But I'm also getting the idea that this could represent that you guys are going to learn a lot from each other as well. Maybe you guys are just very intellectual and you guys like to have these conversations and debates about spirituality and about the world in general and how you guys see the world. I'm also getting the idea that, you know, going off of that spirituality, I just think that you are going to feel as though you were fated to meet this person, as though the universe was, again, like conspiring to help you meet this person. And I just think that on the day that you meet them, you're going to realize like, oh, I was meant to go through these things and learn these certain lessons so that I could be ready to meet this person and to live this life with them. And I just think that that is so incredible to see. And at the end of the day, the Hierophant is all about commitment as well. So I feel like one of the things that is really going to make you fall head over heels in love with this person is the fact that you are going to feel like you can trust this person. And I honestly think that since we are getting this Aries energy coming through and this like quick moving energy, I think that this is going to be somebody who is very quick to tell you their feelings and to try to win you over. And I feel like this person is very quickly going to get you to go on a date with them, and they are going to give you that commitment very quickly. But if that is not the case for you, since this is a general reading, the messages here are going to vary. This could also represent that you could know this person for a time. You guys could become friends first, and this person is just going to show you that they are so committed to you that they're not just interested in you because of your physical appearance, that they truly like you and are attracted to your mind and to your knowledge and to your intellect as well. And they're just going to prove to you that they are not going to hurt you, that they don't want to lead you on, that they want to have a relationship with you, and that they are very serious about you, right? And so I think that that is really, really sweet to see. And then what I love to see is that we also have the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Five of Cups, this talks about living in the present, right? But having things in the past that is infringing on your present moment. Does that make sense? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, for a very long time, before you meet your future spouse, you are going to have a lot of things from the past that is causing you to be unhappy. But I think that on the day that you meet your person, you are going to be feeling like these things happened for a reason, and you're going to be feeling very vindicated. And I don't think that this is all going to come from the fact that you are meeting this person and that you feel like this is the person that you are meant to be with and spend the rest of your life with. I think that that vindication is going to come from the fact that you are learning so much, that you are evolving and becoming this Queen of Swords, and that you are going to be achieving so much within your life, within your career, within your schooling here. And I feel as though you are going to be feeling like you couldn't have achieved those things if you wouldn't have let go of these people or these certain like jobs or things from the past that were holding you back. And I just think that that feeling of vindication, that feeling of just knowing that you had to go through those things so that you could become this person you were meant to become, and so that you could meet this person, is going to play a big role in your love story. And I think that at the end of the day, whenever you meet this person with the Page of Cups energy coming through, I think that again, this is going to be somebody who is so in love with you. They're going to be so interested in you. I think that this is going to be somebody who honestly has like the type of like puppy dog love for you, right? I think that from the moment they meet you, they're just going to be so attracted to you. They're going to be so into you, and things are just going to feel so intense and so heated and so beautiful. And I do think that for a lot of you, things are going to move very, very quickly. But what I find most beautiful is that with the Three of Swords coming in reverse again, I think that you are just going to be letting go of these heartbreaks from the past. And I think that if there was any type of lingering doubt or lingering insecurity that was still making itself known, I think that that is completely going to fall off your shoulders after you meet this person, right? And I also think that you are just going to completely trust this person so much. And I just think that the possibilities for this relationship is going to feel absolutely endless. And I do think, again, that this is going to be the person that talks to you. I think that they're going to come up to you first, because the Page of Cups, this talks about somebody who is very friendly, very outgoing. And so I think that this is going to be somebody who comes up to you first and makes the first move on you. Like I said, your person, your future spouse, they're going to be that hunter. They're going to be that huntress, and they definitely see you as somebody who they want to go after, right? Like with that bow and arrow. So I think that that's really beautiful to see. And yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for your love story. And I do real quickly want to mention here, for the extra cards that I pulled for you, since I was getting that idea that you may be returning home or going, or like having a party where you are with your family or friends who you have known for a long time, I wanted to ask the question if you have already known this person before. Okay, what's very interesting is that we have these 6 of Cups coming through, and guys, that literally talks about people from the past who you have known before. So guys, I definitely think that for a lot of you, this person who you are going to be meeting is somebody who you have already known, okay? And this doesn't exactly have to represent like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that. I don't want you to get scared or worried, like if you are somebody who you don't have any good exes and you don't want to get involved with your ex again, right? Like, thank you, next. You know what I mean? This could simply represent that this could be somebody who you knew in passing. Maybe this is somebody who you had a class with in high school. This could be somebody who you knew from daycare whenever you were a child, right? Or this could even represent for some of you guys that you could connect with this person through somebody who you have known for a long time, right? So let's say you are going to a family event, to a family celebration, you know, maybe your brother or sister or your bestie, right? Maybe they bring along this person here and they are friends with them, and you end up meeting them through this person who you have known for a very long time, right? So that could also be coming through. But I do think that for most of you guys, this is going to be somebody who you have known from the past. You're going to be meeting this person through somebody who you have known from the past as well. Does that make sense? And then we do get the Page of Pentacles coming through. And so I do think that for a lot of you guys, this feeling of achievement is going to be coming from the fact that you are going to be achieving something related to your career or related to your schooling here. So again, going off of that graduation, maybe you are going to be graduating from college. Maybe this could be talking about how you are going to be receiving some type of promotion. Maybe you are going to be receiving or getting like a new internship that you've had your eye on for a long time. Maybe you are going to be getting that big yes, saying that you're hired at the job or place of your dreams, right? But I just think that overall, you are going to be feeling very accomplished within your life, related and regarding your career and your finances. And at the very least, this could simply represent that you're just going to be feeling very stable and secure with your life and with the life that you are currently living as well. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and move on to your oracle cards. Okay, so for the first oracle cards that I pulled out for you, we have the Birth of Magic. We also have the Magic Frog. We have Believe coming through, and we also have Magnolia. Okay, so guys, I think that these cards are so gorgeous because first of all, with Magnolia coming through, this talks about seeing things from a different perspective and shifting your focus, right? And so I really think that you are going to meet this person after you shift your focus from being more negative to being more positive. And I feel like once you realize that everything has happened for a reason within your past, that you were meant to go through these past disappointments and these endings so that you can become the person who you were meant to become. I think that once you come to that realization, then that is going to be a very big sign that you are literally about to meet your future spouse, okay? And I honestly think that since we are getting the Believe card coming through, again, this makes me think about spirituality. This makes me think about faith. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, your spirituality and your faith is going to play a very big role within your relationship with your future spouse. So for some of you guys, this could represent that maybe you guys are both going to be interested in religion or in tarot or in some form of spirituality, and that could definitely be something that you guys bond over and that you connect with or on. Am I saying that right? But I definitely think that that is going to be something that you guys are both interested in, and you guys both love to talk about it and exchange your ideas and opinions on. For some of you guys, you could end up meeting this person at church. And especially, you may be meeting this person, like, if you are going to a wedding, maybe you guys are going to, like, a church for that wedding, right? Maybe the wedding is being held there. But for others of you, you know, this could simply just, again, represent that you guys have a lot of common beliefs. And if you guys don't share the same, like, common beliefs, maybe, like, for instance, one of you guys is an atheist and the other one is somebody who believes in, like, gods and goddesses. I think that you guys are really going to be attracted to the way that you guys view the world. And I think that you guys are going to have a lot of interesting discussions. And I think that you guys are going to have a very open mind whenever it comes to seeing things from a different point of view. And in fact, I think that that is going to be something that is very attractive to you as well. So take what resonates, but those are the messages that I am seeing in regards to the spirituality, right? And then what I love, guys, is that we get the magic frog coming through, and this talks about being a child, right? So again, I'm getting the idea that you could have known this person from the past. Maybe you guys knew each other when you were children. But I do want to say that since we are getting the birth of magic coming through, I just think that whenever you meet this person, you are just going to be feeling like you are a child again, and like everything is bright and new. And I think that this person, like, they are going to see you as somebody who is absolutely amazing, and I think that you are going to see this person as somebody who is just as amazing as well. And I just feel like you guys are going to bring out so much joy from each other, and you guys are just going to have so many adventures. You know, with this Emperor card coming through, that Aries energy, that usually represents somebody who is very childlike, who has a lot of stamina, who is very adventurous, who likes to live life on the wild side. And so I do think that you guys are going to have a wild ride with each other. You guys are definitely going to be very passionate about one another and about living life to the fullest. And so I think that your relationship is going to be so profound, and you guys are going to have such passionate feelings for the other person. And I do think that once you guys do get into a connection, like once you guys do unite and like go on a date with each other, I think that things are going to move quite fast with you guys. I think that you guys are going to be like pronouncing your undying love for the other person very quickly. And I think that that is so beautiful, because I think that this is going to be the type of relationship where you just know from the beginning that this is who you want to spend the rest of your life with. And I honestly feel like there are going to be so many people that are talking about you guys and that are not going to understand your relationship. I feel like there are going to be a lot of people that say like, oh, like they've barely known each other for like a couple of weeks and they're already talking about marriage, or they've barely been dating for a few months, they've gone on like maybe 3 dates and they're already like discussing living together and things like that. And I just feel like people are not going to understand it, but it doesn't matter what other people think. At the end of the day, it matters what you guys think. And another thing coming through is that maybe people are not going to understand this relationship because, like I said, I was picking up on the energy that for some of you guys, this could be an age gap romance. You guys could even have like a 10-year age gap between each other. But I think that you guys, even though you have a lot of years between you and a lot of experiences that are causing some differences between you guys, at the end of the day, you guys have this undeniable connection with each other. And I just think that you are not going to care what other people think. You just love each other so much. And I think that at the end of the day, you guys are going to end up getting married. And I think that with the soulmate card coming through, with the Two of Cups coming through, I definitely see you guys having the potential to have a romance of a lifetime. And I'm so excited for you guys. This is so beautiful. Guys, just give me a minute. My nose is like so itchy. I feel like it looks like I'm picking my nose. I'm sorry. It was itchy, but moving on. Talking about your other cards, we get the Worth Waiting For coming through. We have Honeymoon. We also have You Deserve Love and Keep an Open Mind. So I think Keep an Open Mind is very, very interesting because, again, I think that for some of you guys, this is going to be somebody who you never expected yourself being with. You know, maybe in the past, if you did like know of this person, like let's say you had a class with them whenever you were younger, or you knew them whenever you guys were young children, I feel like you never expected yourself to ever be with this person. You never expected in a million years that this would be somebody who you want to be with. And maybe for some of you guys, you weren't even really attracted to this person when it comes to like how they look on the outside. Maybe they weren't your usual type, but I think that at the end of the day, you are going to like get to know this person, and as you get to know them, there's just going to be something so attractive about them. There's going to be something that you love so much, and it is going to involve you having an open mind to decide that you want to get to know this person and discover this connection that you guys could have. But I think that if you allow yourself to see things from a different perspective and to give this person a chance, then you guys are going to have like the most amazing relationship. And that Keep an Open Mind card could also be coming from the fact that, like I said, I was picking up on that age gap, so that could involve you having to keep an open mind between deciding to date this person, even though you guys may have a lot of years separating you guys. With the You Deserve Love card coming through, I think that again, you are going to be meeting this person whenever you are feeling like you are lovable, whenever you are feeling very confident and very assured with yourself. So I do think that whenever like self-love is a big deal for you, whenever you are loving yourself so much and feeling just so freaking confident, that is going to be a sign that you are about to meet your future spouse for sure. But I'm also getting the idea here that your future spouse, I think that this is going to be somebody who is very communicative. I think that this is going to be somebody who their love language is through communication. I think that they're going to compliment you so much. They're always going to be talking to you and telling you how amazing you are. And I think that it's very interesting that we have the Hierophant card coming through, because this does represent that Taurus energy. And in my opinion, Taurus people, and especially Aries people as well, with the Emperor card coming through, these people are very direct. And these people are also very charismatic, very confident within themselves. And so I think that this person is going to be really bubbly, and they are just going to make their feelings known, and they are always going to be complimenting you, telling you how amazing you are, how you are lovable, how you are amazing, how you are a freaking catch. And you are really going to love that about them. And with the Honeymoon card coming through, this is beautiful because I think that you guys are always going to have this honeymoon phase with each other, if that makes any sense. I just think that once you guys realize that you love each other, once you guys realize that, you know, you want to start dating each other, which I do think is going to happen quite soon for a lot of you guys, but once you guys do actually start dating, I think that you guys are just going to feel like everything is so amazing between you guys. I think that you guys are not going to argue a lot. Now, I'm not saying that you guys are never going to argue, because guys, we are humans. Humans argue. You know, humans have disagreements. But at the end of the day, I think that you guys are going to have more highs than lows, and I just think that you guys are going to love each other so much that whenever you guys do experience these lows, you guys are going to have the love to be able to hear the other person's perspective, and you guys are just going to listen and communicate with each other so beautifully, okay? But I just think that every day is going to be like a honeymoon for you guys. Every day is going to feel like an adventure. Every day is going to feel so amazing because you guys love each other so much, and you guys literally have the connection of a lifetime. And then finally, last but not least, for this oracle card section right here, we have worth waiting for, and it says right here, divine timing is at work in your love life. So guys, what was I saying? I just feel like you are going to be feeling like you had to go through these experiences from your past, and you were fated to live these moments within your life, to have to go through these painful endings so that you can learn the lesson that you needed to learn, and so that you could be one step closer to meeting the love of your life, which is this person, right? And I just feel like for a lot of you guys, it is going to feel like it is going to take a long time before you meet your future spouse. I'm getting this idea that after you leave this person, or leave these friends, or go through this ending, after you decide to be on your own and to be like this lone wolf, I really think that for a lot of you guys, I feel like you are going to be by yourself for a very long time. And what I mean by that is that I feel like you are just like, you're not going to be focused on a relationship. You are not going to be dating anybody, and you are just going to be like on your own, like for a while. And I do think that for some of you guys, you are going to start to feel a little bit bored. Maybe you are going to be wondering, like, when is the love of my life going to come out and like reveal themselves? Like, when am I going to fall in love, right? You may be seeing everybody else around you like getting into connections, getting into relationships, and you're going to be wondering, like, where is my Prince Charming? Where's my knight in shining armor? Where's my Princess Charming, right? But I think that after you do meet this person, you are going to realize, like, this person was worth waiting for. Like, I had to go through this period of being on my own so that I wouldn't get distracted by other people, and so that I could be completely free and be a free agent whenever I do end up meeting this person, whenever I do end up meeting this person, right? And you would be free to start this relationship with this person then. So, yeah, guys, I just feel like divine timing is at work in your life. And if you feel like your love life is moving really slow, then just know that you are meant to go through this. You are meant to experience this, like, slower pace, so that you can learn the lessons that you need to learn, and so that you can find this love within yourself and be this confident, amazing person that is going to be so attractive to your future spouse, right? So, moving on, your final cards, guys. Oh, I honestly don't want this reading to be over. I've been having fun chit-chatting with you guys. But I feel like I can't talk that good. But guys, for your first card, guess what it was? It's true love. Guys, it's true love. And it says, this love is once in a lifetime. Guys, look at this. We literally have true love coming through. We have Two of Cups, which talks about your true divine counterpart. We have worth waiting for when it says divine timing is at work. You know, we have the Hierophant card, which makes me think about fate and about like the universe, like conspiring so that you can, you know, be ready and at a place in your life where you can meet this person. So I just think that at the end of the day, this person is your soulmate, the person who you are going to be meeting, the person who's going to be your future spouse. This is the person who you are meant to be with, and things are just gonna feel so amazing. And I really think that, you know, since we see these like two people like kissing and whatnot, I really think that the passion between you guys is gonna be like over the top. It's gonna be super crazy. I do have to say that with this Aries energy coming through, these Aries folks, like, they are crazy, okay? They're a bit feisty. I feel like we're picking up on this like cinnamon, like spicy cinnamon energy, but I feel like you guys, like, your love life, like your sex life especially, is gonna be really like off the charts. It's gonna be like new territory. I feel like this person, your future spouse, is really going to get you to do new things and to experience new things. So that new thing could be different for all of you, but maybe for some of you guys, you could be like getting into BDSM. Maybe you guys are gonna be like going out and having public displays of affection. Maybe you guys are gonna be doing like other things, but just know, I feel like you are going to experience so many new things with this person, and I feel like that is definitely like your sex life is going to be mwah. It's gonna be nice, okay, folks? It's gonna be nice. So just know that. And I do think that y'all are just gonna be the type of couple that is always like holding hands. I think that y'all's love language is definitely gonna be through physical touch. And I honestly feel like people are just gonna be so annoyed by you and your person, because they're just going to be annoyed by y'all's happiness and about how y'all are just so like in love with each other. And I feel like you guys will just be going out to eat like with your friends, and while your friends are trying to like look at the menu, they're going to look up and see you guys like making out like in the corner, right? And y'all are just going to, they're just going to be like, oh, they're making out again. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so single. Thank you, guys, for making me feel single, right? So I just think that you guys are going to be really, really into each other. You guys are going to be really physically attractive to each other, and that is always something good to see. And then for your final card, we have spend quality time together, listen, and talk to each other. So again, I think that you guys are always going to be like so happy with each other. Again, we see these two people kissing. So guys, the heat coming off of this is it's hot. It's getting heated in here. Okay, maybe I need to take off my clothes. Maybe not, because that would be porn. So maybe I shouldn't do that. But sorry guys, I felt a little uncomfortable for a second. But anyways, so the message that is coming through with this card, it says listen and talk to each other. So again, I think that you guys, while you guys have a lot of similar interests, I think that you guys are also going to have a lot of differences between the other person, like, as well. Like I said, maybe you guys have different like spiritual differences. Maybe for others of you, maybe you guys are like come from different backgrounds. Maybe one of you is white and the other person is Hispanic, so that could be like, there could be like a cultural difference between you guys. For some of you guys, maybe this could represent that you guys have different like political beliefs or something like that. But I do think that at the end of the day, you guys are going to be very attracted to the way that you guys just see things and view the world differently. And I think that you guys are going to have a lot of like intellectual conversations and debates. And I feel like you guys are going to learn a lot from each other. And I do think that Spirit wants this message to come out for you guys. Just know that sometimes the person who you are meant to be with is the person who you never imagined that you would be with, right? And I feel like for some of you guys, let's say you're a Republican, right? Maybe you never thought that you would be with somebody who's a Democrat, right? Maybe you were strictly like a red lover, a red wave person, and then you end up meeting this blue person, and you're just thinking like red, blue, like, this doesn't go good together. This isn't a good vibe. And you just never thought that you would be with somebody who is more liberal. But I think that if you allow yourself to have an open mind and to see things differently and to give this person a chance, I think that you guys are going to find a common ground. And I think that you guys will actually love each other even more for your differences. And that is going to be like just another thing that causes you guys to feel so attracted and to have so much chemistry. Because, you know, at the end of the day, opposites attract, right? And so I think that you guys are going to like that about each other, okay? Whatever it is that sets you guys apart, it's going to be what brings you together. And I think that that is really, really beautiful to see. So, yes, guys, I do really quickly want to mention that the numbers that we have right here is the number 30, so that could be a important number for you guys. If you add the 3 and the 0 together, that does equal 3, so that could also be an important number. And then we have the numbers 46 coming through. That could be important. If you add the 6 and the 4 together, you get the number 10, so that could also be significant as well. These could represent numbers, like repeating numbers that you might be seeing a lot. This could represent a time, a date that is going to be very important for you guys, but just keep those numbers in mind. Maybe write it on a notepad somewhere. But yes, guys, so that is the end of your reading today. If you like this video, then please make sure to give me a big like and to also subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing day, okay? Mwah! Bye, guys.